Hello everyone, this is Mike Winters going over the Boss Plow install and disconnect.
Alright, we'll go through the stuff that's in the cab first for your controllers. First of all, the key has to be on or the truck running, and I usually just start the truck up. It's the controller for the front plow. You got up, lifting it, down, setting it down. This is one wing, this is the other wing. You're putting both buttons at the same time and go to scoop. Push both buttons at the same time, come back to G. If you want to drop the blade, if you want to lift the blade, you can tap it twice. It'll go up by itself, and it'll deadhead and stop. You can do the same thing down. You can tap the controller twice, and it'll go into float. The controller turns red. You can also, to go to float, you can just hold the button for 3 seconds, and then the controller will go red into the float mode. Anytime we take the plow off the truck or put the plow on the truck, the controller has to be in float. The little red light in the middle will be red, not green. So leave the controller lit up in the on position and in float, and then go out to the front of the truck. With having the plow down and in the V position like it is right now, that's how the plow stands, and that's how you take it off. First thing you're going to do is flip your latches to unlock. These little gold latches right here, there's a little padlock symbol to unlock. The other side is locked. We're going to take it off, so we're going to unlock this side. I'm just going to reach over to this side, unlock this one. So both of those are in unlock position. We're simply going to just take this toggle switch right here, go up, the pump's going to run. This tower is going to push back a little bit towards the truck and relieve the pressure on the pins. They're both going to pop out. Run the switch down. And then you're going to unplug the plugs and back out. When you unplug the plugs, you got 2 plugs here. You got a 13-pin connector, that's all your controls, all your lights. Just pull that apart, it's pretty snug. Put your caps on those to cover them up, keep dirt and slush out. These are your main power cables right here. Just pull those apart. You can cap those. And we're ready to drive away. So I'm just going to back the truck up. Show you a couple things right here. When you're hooking up the plow, basically what's holding the plow on is you've got 2 welded pins here and here. Those are going down into these, what we call them J hooks, right down here. And these gold pins right here are going in through these holes right here in the top. So those are the 4 points that hold the plow on. So when you're pulling up here, these welded pins are going into these slots. And when you tip the tower back, the gold pins are going to pop into the top holes, and that's what holds the plow on. If you're putting it on yourself, you'll get better at hooking it up, but if you've got somebody that can wave you in and line it up, that makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to get in and out of the truck so much. I'm going to pull the truck forward, show you how to get back up. I push the plow a little bit. That's just to make sure that it's in on both sides. When you do hook up the plow and you haven't done it as easy as I just did, you're going to just want to make sure that you pull up straight to the plow so that both sides are evenly in. So when we hook this up, it latches properly. I'm going to hook up the 13-pin connector. It can only go one way. There's 2 notches on one side and 1 on the other. And an important thing too in hooking it up and unhooking is with this connector, there's 13 pins. You don't want to bend them. So I try and tell people to just push it in straight, minimal amount of wiggling. When you pull it apart, it's pretty snug too. Try not to bend it a lot so you don't bend the pins and damage those. The gap here, you can see, is almost the same as the gap here. You can't get that a whole lot tighter. A lot of people think they can't get it in there. That's as far as it goes. That's normal. Put those two caps together. Hook up your power cables. You'll notice there's a little bit of dielectric grease in there. There's a tube that Boss gives you. You can just keep a little grease on those. That keeps corrosion down. And then put your two caps together here. Your connections are all hooked up. We need to flip the gold latches back over to the padlock lock position on both sides. Now these gold pins right here, they're spring loaded and they want to go in right now. So when I pop the tower up, it's gonna go up and then the pins are gonna latch in. When I go up with this switch, that's gonna run the tower back towards the truck. Both pins popped in. You should see this loop topped out here. You'll notice also there's only one red latch. There isn't one on the other side. That's just a safety latch. It's normal for only be on the driver's side. Check this side too, that it went in all the way. You can't go in any further. Your plow's hooked up to the truck and ready to go. If for some reason you're a little bit off, a little bit crooked, maybe the ground's not level enough, and only one pin goes in, a lot of times you can just bump the tower just a little bit, and that pin will pop right in. This is Mike with Weingartz. If you have any questions with putting a plow on a truck or removing it, feel free to give us a call. Visit our website, anything that didn't cover on this video.
Weingartz.